I was actually making this video because I think you guys might find this pretty cool. What I have here is I have these washcloths that I basically put 10 similar sized either rocks, crystals, or iron pyrite. That's what it looks like, but they're, you know, marble sized pieces, but there's 10 of them in here in each one of these, and they're all similar sized, and they're also jagged, so it's really hard to tell what's in here. It just feels like a bunch of jagged rocks is what they basically feel like. What I'm going to do, I have no idea which ones of these is which. Basically, I'm just going to mix them here. I'm just going like this. In fact, I'm going to turn them around. There is a tag on the inside, okay, and behind it, it has a letter that tells me what's inside of it when I basically check my work. But this is how I practice, but I'll sit there and mix these up so that I don't know which one's which, and then I'll identify which one has what. I'm just going to do this a few more times so that people know that this is real, this is authentic. There's really no way for me to know which one's which. They all sound the same, so see? And then, so they just sound like beads or rocks inside of something. I'm going to mix these up just a little bit more, and then I'm going to determine which one is which. Okay, I think that's good enough, just to get the point across. Alright. I'm only going to just touch these, and then I'll identify what's in them. It's going to get difficult when I get to the iron pyrite and when I get to the rocks, because they share a similar characteristic. So okay, I was waiting for the transaction to complete because I was going from grounded to this one. I believe this one's the crystals because it took a lot longer in a transition period, so I was going from grounded sensation to a higher energy. So this should be the crystals, because that's what crystals does to me. Yeah, look at that. C for crystal. So I already got the first one correct. So I'm just going to put that off to the side right there. I will show you what's inside the packages when or you know, the little makeshift little bags that I made out of these washcloths and paracord when I'm done. But now we're down to these two. So I want to say this is iron pyrite and these are rocks, because they have a similar characteristic, which is grounding. I'm not looking at the tag yet, by the way. I can't see the letter. It's on the backside. But iron pyrite also shares a characteristic with crystals because it gives you a little bit of a tingling sensation. However, any kind of rock gives me a heavier grounding sensation. So I'm saying that's iron pyrite and these are rocks. R for rock. I for iron pyrite. There. That is. I did that with this and my body. There's no cheating involved. There's no. They're just towels or paper towel or you know, washcloths. But anyway, so this is the crystal one. I just pulled it over from there. So I'm going to show you that they're all similar sized and shaped, and I thought that you guys would get a kick out of this, because it's showing the true potential of what an empath can do. Okay? So there's 10 of these similar sized rocks. Okay? Like I said, it's just a washcloth. Okay? Now we're going to do the iron pyrite. There's my iron pyrite. Similar size pieces, all jagged. Okay. Now here's my crystals. Now this experiment is actually kind of hard to do around other people, but you can minimize your audience to do it. I have to keep my audience small because I sense so much energy, it can interfere with it. But here's my crystals. These are amethyst. So I just wanted to show you guys that that was an authentic, empathic ability. I'm not a magician, but I just identified all three of those without even touching any of those, other than showing you and then explaining how the experiment works. To me, it's good for training because then I can learn that if I'm not looking at something and if I touch it, I'm going to sit there and I'm going to feel the sensation in my body, and it's going to give me the opportunity to really analyze it and see if I find anything that's different or odd or that shouldn't be there. So I just wanted to show you an authentic, empathic ability on how to basically be almost like a human metal detector. It's kind of interesting because this iron pyrite, that is metal. But anyways,